everybody, this is Casey. I hope you are doing well this Saturday afternoon. I'm coming to you today because I want to take a look at EURUSD, see where we are, show you guys how I mark up my chart, all that good stuff. So I am using Smart Trader today. Smart Trader is a platform that me and my group mark up with. It has a lot of cool features. If you want to try it out, it's available by using the link below. $4.95 for the first 30 days. I'm going to show you some of the features that I do like on here as we go through and we mark up this chart. It makes it really easy for our weekly rituals on Saturdays, where we go through 28 different charts and mark them up. It does a lot of stuff, automation, like it's quick, fast. So I'm gonna show you how we do that today. For those of you who are new, I do a multiple time frame analysis. And on that, I'm gonna break down to you how we do it, how we get through it quick using this platform. So I am on the monthly right now. And what I do when I say multiple time frame analysis, I start at the monthly and I work my way all the way down to the 4 hour or the hour. For my entries, I get a little more granular, like the hour or the 15-minute for entries. Okay. So right now I've got EURUSD pulled up. You'll see over here to the left, it helps you keep your charts very organized. I got all the pairs that I trade in here. And, so yeah, I'm on the monthly and I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna mark everything up. Then I'm gonna follow up with the smart tools to show you how you can check your work, or how you can use it to identify and breeze through this process relatively quickly. Also, if you're looking for a group of like-minded traders, then you want to make sure that you check out the link below the video. You can join my no cost Forex Facebook mastermind group. We do periodic trainings there. But if you're looking for something that's a little more structured, you want to make sure that you check out our mentorship opportunity. We go live 8 times a week. And the best part of it all for me is the weekly Forex ritual. Helps me get prepared. And so I can plan out how I'm gonna catch those 1,000 pips for the week. And it's an interactive session with people from all around the world. So anywho, I know what you came here for. So we're going to get to it, break it down, and dive right into it. Okay. So I am on the monthly. I've gone over here. I've gone over to the workspaces and chosen the pair that I'm going to trade. And then I've chosen the time frame that I want to look at. And as I mentioned, we do a top-down analysis, multiple time frame analysis. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out my zones, and what I'm looking for on each time frame is a swing high and a swing low. I know you're probably thinking, like, what is a swing high and what is a swing low, and why do I need to know this? Right? I'm sure. So what I've drawn out here is a depiction or illustration of a swing high. A swing high is simply a 5-candle formation. You got a high center candle, which is what we have right here. You got 2 candles to the left that are lower and 2 candles to the right that are lower. That's a swing high. It will not always look like this, but if you find a formation that meets the technical definition of what a swing high is, that's a swing high. Okay. A swing low is a low center candle with 2 candles to the left that are higher and 2 candles to the right that are higher. That's a swing low. So it's just the inverse of the swing high. Okay. So I'm going to get these off the charts and we're going to get to it, and we're going to mark up EURUSD. Let's see what's going on. So I know if you guys look like that formation I drew, I know you see a swing low. Do you see it? Point to the screen. It's right here. This is a swing low. So if we look at it, we have that 5-candle formation. We have the low center candle. We got 2 candles to the left that are higher and 2 candles to the right that are higher. This is a swing low. This is like exactly what I drew. Now the bodies of the candles aren't the same, but the formation. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my rectangle tool. I'm going to start from the bottom of the wick to the bottom of the next wick right here. And I'm going to stretch it across. So there we go. Now, seeing as though I don't sit at the charts all day, I like to color code my different time frames so that I can quickly and easily go into a chart and see what's happening. All right. So we got the low. We're good there. Now I need to figure out what the high is, right? Where is my ceiling? And so if I look at this chart, people ask, like, should I look back 2 years, 3 years? Pay attention to nothing at the bottom of the screen. Don't look at the months. Don't look at the years. Don't look at anything. Look at structure. Okay. So up here at the top, what I'm looking at is my ceiling. Where is my ceiling? Where do I have that 5 candle formation up at the top? Right here, I have a high center candle. I got 2 candles to the left that are lower. I got 2 candles to the right that are lower. So by technical definition, this is my last swing high. I can't choose this right here. Although, let me take that back. I'm wrong. I can choose this as my last high. I got a high center candle, and then I got 2 to the left that are lower and 2 to the right that are lower. So by definition, this does meet the swing high. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go from the top of the wick to the top of the body of the candle, and then I'm going to stretch this across. Okay. And let's do that. Stretch that across. We're going to leave it go because it's on the monthly, and then we're good. So now what we do is I want to see, like, am I in the range? Am I right? So I'm going to go here to my smart tools. You see, it says smart tools at the top, and I'm going to pull it down, and I am going to click my smart resistance and my smart support. As soon as I can find smart support. Okay. So if you see, we got R1 1.22658, which is right here where we've already highlighted, right? We've highlighted this zone. Okay. And then if we look below, we've already highlighted support S1 1.0635. Now, when I squeeze this together, you're going to see more support, more resistance. Honestly, what you want to do is choose the most relevant support and the most relevant resistance. So even though this is showing me like support all the way down here at 1.03, I don't need that. We got so much room in between here. That's irrelevant to me right now. Okay. So now that I've done that, I'm going to take the smart support and the smart resistance off of the page, and then I'm going to drop down. So I'm at the monthly, I'm gonna go down to the weekly, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm looking for the same exact thing that I just saw, right? So this is a high, this is a low, this is my next high, but I wanna find the next high after that. So I got a low right here. This is my swing low. So this is my next high. So let's zoom in, let's look at it, right? So this is a high center candle right here. These are 2 candles to the left that are lower, and then 2 candles to the right that are lower. So right here, that's my area that I want to pay attention to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my rectangle tool. I'm going to highlight. We're going to make this go from the top of the wick to the top of the body of the candle. I'm going to stretch this across. Now, I don't want this to be gold because I'm not on that time frame. This is not the monthly. This is the weekly. So I'm going to change this over and I'm going to make it blue, right? Cool. There we go. And then I'm going to look for my low. Now, let me see here. You know, my eyeball is first drawn over here, but this is not technically a low. I don't have one because I got 1 candle to the left that's higher, but the second one takes this low candle out. I got it over here, but I can't bend the rules. I don't have a low on this time frame besides what we've already identified. So let's go into Smart Trader. Let's check the smart support. Let's check the smart resistance. Let's see what we have. So I'm going to go here. Resistance, support. So you'll see that the level that we identified in blue, do you see it right here? It says R1, 1.19084. We chose this level as the next high. So we're good there. Let's check support. We still got the same zone that we've been looking at since the monthly. We're good there. So let's take this off and let's go down to the next time frame. All right. So now we're on the daily. Now I need to find my next high after the blue. All right. Because we already figured out the weekly. We figured out the monthly. What's the daily high? Okay. And so I'm looking at structure right now. And pretty much what you're going through, you need to find your next swing high. But I'm looking at structure and I can see it. I eyeballed it right here. Right. So this was once support. Came up, retested, dropped through, came back, retested. Now it's resistance. This is my next high. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this over to the color red. And let me stretch this across. You know, I'm a stickler for a decent looking chart. So let me click on this. I'm going to change this red. Cool. And let me stretch that across. Okay. So now we're good. Now that's what I eyeballed because technically it meets the definition. We got the high center candle here, and let me move this because I'm gonna put it at the top. There we go. We got the high center candle here. We got 2 candles to the left that are lower. Then I got 2 candles to the right that are lower. That's a swing high. Now I want to double check my work, make sure it's right, and see what Smart Trader has to say. What did Smart Trader come up with? Smart Trader chose the first resistance as 1.16915, which is exactly where we chose it. Now there is another level in between here. That's cool. You can make a mental note of it. I'm not going to mark it off right now. But I see it. I know it's there. Okay. Now, as far as support, let me go through and let's see. So this was the last low. This is the next significant high. Now, technically, you do have a swing low here. You got a low center candle. You got 2 candles to the left that are higher, 2 candles to the right that are higher, but it's so close to my zone. I'm not going to mark it off. I don't like a whole lot of stuff on my chart. I want the major levels that I need to be paying attention to. So I got a classic swing low right here. I got a low center candle. Then I got 2 candles to the right that are higher and 2 candles to the left that are higher. So I'm going to mark this off. I'm going to grab my rectangle tool. I'm going to take from the bottom of the wick to the top, to the bottom of the body of the candle. And then I'm going to stretch that across. And we're going to leave it red. My hand is not steady. I'm trying. And then I'm going to stretch this across because this is a level that I'm interested in. I want to know what's going on here, right? So let me stretch. I got to go back and look. Let me see. I think I made this too thick. Oh no, it's cool. It's a little bit off, but it's still cool. Let me see. Now, one thing that I do like in TradingView is that you can just double click the box, extend the coordinates, and it'll do this for you. But here you got to do it manually. It's not all the way terrible. It's cool. It's cool. So I also want to look at this area here. This is past resistance, and as we know, and we just saw that past resistance can become future support. So I want to mark off this area too. I think I'm gonna do it on the lower time frame though. Let's see. I'm gonna stretch this across because I gotta see structure, right? And I see it. Let me stretch it just a little bit further. Okay. So I'm on the 4 hour, and I like this area as well, it hasn't formed anything yet, so the Smart Trader won't pop it up, but I like this, so I'm just gonna mark it. And I don't know if I'm gonna leave it as 4 or as something else, but hold on, let me get it. Okay, let me get it. All right, so now I'm good. And I think I want to put this as 4, and my 4 is gray. So I'm going to make this gray. All right. So as I zoom in, this is perfect. So this came down as support. We bounced up, found resistance. We broke through this level and came back and retested it. Right? Right. So we got our levels, but now I just want to go in. I want to go in just a little bit, and I want to find my next level of resistance, and I see it. Do y'all see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Because I see it, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to draw it out because I identified the potential level of support, but I see a level here, right? It hasn't technically formed yet on the 4 hour, but what I do see that makes me want to pay attention to this area is the fact that this was future support. That this was support in the past. We broke through this level, and now price is coming back to test it as resistance. Now we could get it to break through and head back to the upside, but let's see what's going on. Okay. Let me see on the lower time frame. Let me go down to the hour, see what's up. Oh yeah, look at this candle. It may be forming a swing high, maybe, but we don't know right now. We won't know till tomorrow, you know, after the market has been open for 3 hours, then we'll know, or 2 hours, then we'll know. But look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it's like exactly. I could move this up to make it a little more precise, but exactly. That's what we got going on here. So now that I've identified my levels, I'm not going to go lower than this 1 hour area as far as drawing zones, because I don't want my chart full of like a ton of different levels. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to go back to my monthly, because I think I may have mentioned it before. We're heavily based Fib traders. So I want to see what's going on with the Fibonacci. So I'm going to get my smart Fibonacci tool and I'm going to click below this here. And then we're going to take a look. So we got the low. We know what happened last year around this time and why this happened. So we got the low, we got the high, we got a pullback at the 23.6 level, right? So in between this A and this B, we got a pullback at the 23.6. Now, most often what we see, this is considered a shallow retracement. When we get a shallow retracement like this, we see price most often, not all the time, but most often, we see price stall out at the 127 and the 118. Are you like, Casey, what is that? I don't know what you're talking about. So every line that you see in between the A and the B boundary, these are retracement levels. Okay. These are retracement levels. And every line outside of the A-B boundary are your take profit levels. So these, when we most often, when we find support here, and this is the entry, we stall out at the 117, Lord have mercy, the 118 and the 127, which is exactly what we see here. Then we see price try to make an attempt for a deeper retracement. Okay. So, I can see price. I would like to see price, and it hasn't hit the 38.2, but typically how we trade this is we want to see price at least make it to the daily 38.2, which we are not at yet. We are about, we are about 40 pips away from it, but price could react at this 38.2 and head back to the upside, or we could see a deeper retracement down to the 61.8 before we see price make a move to the upside. So the reason that you see like this light green is because this is the sweet spot. This is where we want to see price come to. This 61.8, it sets you up for a great risk to reward potential setup on any time frame. And I'm not talking about you trading the monthly. I'm talking about if you're on an hour and you got to set up and price pulls back to that 618, then you know you can target your D extension, your matching D extension up here. Okay. So cool. We've identified the levels. We know what's going on with the Fib. We know where we have to pay attention to. So now that I've got that Fib up there, if I can get it off, smart trader want to be my friend today. Let me delete this. Okay, cool. So now I want to see where we are on the down Fib. This, hold on. Let me say this move up was the move. This is a correction right now. And so now we're looking eventually for a continuation. But let me put this Fib on here. Let me see where we are. So we had a, which is the high, a B, which is the low. Then we had a C pullback to the 86, the green level right here that I'm hovering over, right? So we would have known, okay, if we got in here at 122.587, then I know I'm taking profit right around 115.873, or I'm looking for sales all the way down to this level, if that makes sense. Everybody ain't a swing trader. So if you're everybody is not a swing trader. So if you're an intraday trader, then you would have known, okay, I'm taking setups for shorts all the way down to this level. This level is a D extension. So on the monthly, we've hit a D extension. Price has exhausted. We're done, right? It's done what it's supposed to do. And after we see price hit an extension, then we typically see a retracement, right? We typically see a retracement. So I want to go down to a lower time frame just to take a look at that and see what we got on the table. So we're on the monthly. I'm gonna go down to the weekly. Let's see. Oh, okay. So on the weekly, it looks like This A got taken out by this high. So we got to do a new fib. So I'm going to click this off. And then I am going to take my smart fib tool, put it over the last high to see where we are. So we had an A high and a B low. Then we had a shallow pullback. And I say it's shallow because it's at the 23.6 fib level. It's shallow. It didn't even hit 38.2. So this is the same thing that we just talked about on the monthly, on the weekly, but in a different direction. We had a shallow retracement at the 23.6. So we would anticipate that price would stall around the 118 or the 127. Now, there is great possibility that price could travel to this matching D extension. You see this level is red, so it could travel there. But more often than not, what we see is price try to make a deeper retracement to continue down. So it's funny though, because this D extension is in line with that 4-hour level of potential support that we drew. You see it? So here, so we hit a red level. Price could continue down to this area, which is in the zone that we drew, right? Perfect confluence. So there's a couple different things, as I said, that we could see. We could see price continue down and hit this D extension and then see a retracement off of the new fib level that will form. Or price could stall out here at this level at 117. What is this? We already there. Like it already hit the target. So we could see it stall out and play here for a little bit before we see it try to make a deeper retracement to the upside. So I'm going to grab my trend line tool and show you what we could see. So hold on, that's not what I want. So we could see price make a continuation to this zone, or we could see price start to inch its way back up. And I would safely trade to this 38.2 level, which is here. As soon as I can find my tools, this is the 38.2. We're going to make this green. If smart trade, because I still got this click. We're going to make this green. So this is the 38.2 zone, and I'm going to make that a little bit thinner. Or we can see price come here. Now, it very well could come all the way back up to the top and retest and then make another move down. But most often how we see price move is like this. So you either got one or two options. We continue it down and hit this D extension at 11433, or you're going to see price stall out in this area, form a low, and then start to make its way back up to either this 38.2 or this 61.8. So that's my thoughts on EURUSD. Let me know what you're thinking. How are you playing this? Are you in the sale? Did you take profit? What is your outlook moving forward and your analysis on that? You can drop it in the comments below. And as I mentioned before, if you are looking for a group of like-minded individuals, as I said, no fluff, no hype, you want to make sure that you click the link below in the video description to join us in our no-cost Forex Facebook mastermind group. And if you're looking for something that is more structured than the free training we provide in there, you want to make sure you click the mentorship link below this video. And for all emails, please check your spam filter or your promotions tab, as the email has likely gone there, and add us to your whitelist. I am grateful for you guys watching this video. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys on the charts next week. Have a good one. Bye.